Leute, was geht? Ich bin hier.
Down whoever it belonged to when they least expected it. And he's been searching for my base specifically since not too long ago I decided to leave his team. All because he's been using illegal gift items, which gives him the power to take down any player he wants. It also makes him practically immortal. And since he was right here in front of me in the nether, he's probably here to find my base and kill me. So the second I got the chance, I began running from him to get to the end. Because if I went through the end portal, I could get back to my base without showing him where it was. However, as I started making my way there, he started following me. So I just kind of acted casual until I got to the end portal, and luckily he left me alone. But as soon as I got back to my base, I was still horrified. I was so scared that at any moment he was just gonna pop up at my base. I was so screwed. I was going through like every emotion possible, just freaking out, thinking this was the end for me. And after doing that for like 5 minutes, Mythic invited me to a call. Snitch will tell on somebody and betray them for something important. Yes. A rat will go behind his team to save his own cowardly ass. The difference is that a snitch is human, but a rat is a fucking rat. Stop! Okay, wait, we can talk about this, please. Good chance. Yeah, not necessary. Go on through this to me. My bed's right here. I'll break it. Okay. No, that's not nice, is it? Hey, man. Hi, dude. Bye, man. See ya. So, after escaping into the nether, I decided to dig into a wall and make myself a little box. And while in here, I began stressing out. The entire time, I was so scared that Mavic was gonna somehow find me. However, things got 10 times worse when I decided to start asking questions. Take a tour of my castle. Yeah, reminds me of the season 3 one that had like a bunch of TNT under it. And after hearing that, I began freaking out even more. Mavic was hinting at blowing up my castle, and that was the last thing that I wanted to happen. My castle, as well as the area around it, is very, very special to me. And that's because whenever I need to make some kind of important decision, or I'm feeling super vulnerable, I always tend to come here, and afterwards I feel a lot better. On top of that, I found this place on my very first day of the server, and upon finding it, I was overwhelmed. It was the most beautiful landscape I'd ever seen, and it slowly, over time, became my happy place. So if anything were to happen to this place, I don't know what I would do with myself. And for that reason alone, I decided to head back to the overworld. Despite my lack of food and the massive gear difference between Mavic and I was going to head back to my castle and fight till my very last heart to make sure it stayed safe. Because my castle getting destroyed was the last thing that was gonna happen today. However, as soon as I saw Mavic, instead of killing me, he decided to give me some food. Well, you have seen brighter days, huh? I'm not gonna punish you for not trusting us. If I would, I was gonna kill you already. But I do want it to be common knowledge that there's no escaping. So watch your back, man. What's up? Alright. Oh. That's it. What the fuck? You just gave me better armor. What? What the fuck? Oh my god! I can't escape! Why? Oh my god. Holy sh**. Oh my god, it doesn't even... So if you're wondering why I'm freaking out over free gear, it's because these items were duped, which, as I mentioned earlier, was the main reason I ended up leaving Mavic. I helped him create these duped items, which have now put this server way out of balance. And in order to get away from it, I decided to leave our team, abandon the rest of the server, and live peacefully and quietly inside of this castle. But now that Mavic was here with the duped items to give me, everything I've done so far has been for nothing. This castle's only purpose has been ruined. I don't even want this armor. I don't even want this armor. Do I take it? Pretty stupid of me to take it, right? I don't want it. Oh my god! On top of all the stress from the duped items, there was also the fact that Mavic could come back at any moment. You have a wonderful abode. Can't wait to visit shortly. Threats like that became more and more common, which added on to the endless stress and panic I was going through. If Mavic were to kill me 12 times, I would lose all of my hearts and be banned off of the server, which frankly wouldn't be that hard, especially since I wasn't planning on leaving this castle for anything. Mavic had backed me into a corner. I was completely trapped and there was nowhere I could go. On top of that, there was nobody to call upon, as my only ally on the server has been him. Now that he was the one killing me, there was no one to run to. However, despite how awful my situation was, I wasn't just gonna lie down and let Mavic kill me. No matter how much I wanted to run away, I couldn't leave my castle behind. So I was left with no choice but to stay here and keep it safe. Despite how powerful Mavic was, despite his infinite items and my lack of items, I was going to do everything in my power power to protect this place. And if I were to do that, I needed more than half-max diamond armor. So I decided I was gonna finally stop holding myself back. I don't care about pride anymore. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I will take his gear. I will take whatever I can. And with that, I began working my way towards a counterattack. At the end of the day, Mapik is just one man. If I could assemble some kind of team that could help me take him down, maybe, just maybe I could survive the rest of the day. So I decided to swallow my pride and set up a meeting with a team known as the Three-Heart Trio. I was some of these players of the server, but I knew damn well they were the only players that were willing to accept me. Since, as I mentioned earlier, I used to be on Mapik's team and have terrorized practically everyone on the server with them. And luckily, the Three-Heart Trio didn't really hold any grudges and were more than willing to accept me onto their team. However, they could only hop on 30 minutes from now. So all I had to do was hold on for a little bit longer, and hopefully I have some allies to have my back. He's here. And just like that, I lost all of my bravery. My time was up. Mapik was here. I began panicking and scrambling for any gear I could get. I didn't have any gapples, I didn't have ender pearls, I didn't have anything to fight with. All I had was a smite sword and my netherite armor. And after panicking for way too long, eventually I decided it was time to finally go downstairs and face Mapik once and for all. However, once again, he wasn't here to kill me. Instead, he just gave me a sword and an axe and left the area. Somehow I survived yet another interaction, but a little bit later he came back again, this time to build whatever this was, and once again reminding me that he'd be back for more visits. At this point, I was way more terrified of Mapik than I was before. There was no doubt in my mind that he was going to kill me now. Everything that's happened so far is clearly just a slow build-up that will eventually lead to him killing me. And yet, despite the fact that there was no hope for me, I still wasn't going to give up. I still wanted to try my hardest to take down Mapik, and if I wanted to do that, I needed to gather some resources. Yet, as I began doing that, something else happened. Oh. That's not good. Immediately after seeing this, I started panicking like crazy. I'm running out of time, 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 I'm running out of time. I need to hurry, I need to hurry, I need to hurry, I need to hurry. The reason I'm panicking so much is because this visit was very, very close to the last one, meaning that Mapik was getting bored, and since he's already blown up a little bit of my castle, the next thing he'd most likely do is either kill me or blow up more of the castle. So whenever his next visit was, I need to fight him. So I began panic brewing as many potions as I could, but because of how scared I was, I got very, very clumsy. Oh no, this is the end. Okay, yep, that's it. Yep, okay. Okay, wow. Hey man.
Yeah. And I need to wait for it to come.
Whoa. Oh my god. Come on. Crap, he's on me. Crap. Oh god. I fell. That's not good. No. Come on. I can do this. I can get out of this. This is nothing. Crap. Come on. I can do this. We're trying to get to the portal. I don't know. One or the other. I can do this. I can get away. Come on.
Wait. Was
What?
tot
Run,
einfach.
no, I'm not running.
Und
I'm not
dann,
leaving this place. I'm not going through that portal. I refuse.
da
I
ist
refuse. I
gut.
refuse. I'm standing my ground.
Naja,
Crap. Crap. Get strength. No. I just have to run out of strength.
nein.
I just have to run out of strength. That's all it
Herrgott.
takes. I can do this. I can do
Ich
this.
weiß
I
nicht,
can
ob
do this.
ich
Come
denke,
on.
was das ist. Oder ist es das? Alter.
Crap. Crap. That's
Ich
not
hab's
good.
jetzt fast tot, ey.
Oh. Uh-oh. Come on, man. The shield. No. It was finally all over. We were at the end of the line. If I were to respawn right now, Mapik would just have to kill me another 11 times, and he'd finally be rid of me once and for all. And honestly, if this was the end for me, I'd be perfectly okay with it. However, instead, Mapik decided to just sit there and let me grab the stuff again. He wasn't even interested in killing me again. As a matter of fact, he decided to go as far to say that I wasn't ready to fight him yet. He deemed me an unworthy opponent, and yet this entire day he's been prodding me, trying to get me to fight back against him. I didn't understand it. Why would Mapik push me into fighting him, only to go back on it as soon as he saw me making potions? What did it mean? Was there even a deeper meaning? Or was he just no longer interested in fighting me? Regardless of the answer, he gave me back my heart and then logged off for the day. And now I was left with my castle, all alone in a place that used to be considered my sanctuary, but has now been turned into a battlefield. All because of one person, Maven. He ruined everything that this place stood for, and I wasn't planning on forgiving him for it. From this day forward, I devoted myself to one goal and one goal only, which was to get my revenge on Mavic no matter what it takes. I didn't care how long it would take me, as long as at some point I'd have my chance to take down Mavic, I'd be happy. So to begin working towards my goal, I finally had my meeting with the Three Heart Trio. And oh my god, were they useless. They just kind of kept changing the topic and not talking about how much they hated Mavic, and I was not vibing with that. Like, that was not cool. That was not okay. So as soon as I got the chance, I kicked them out of my castle and got back to work. From that point onward, I began working very, very hard to get myself as much gear as possible. I set up an entire village of breeding hall. I brewed shulkers upon shulkers of potions. I made iron farm after iron farm after iron farm. And finally, after a whole week, I had all the materials I needed to take down Mavic. All that was left was to find him and have another fight. So I headed to spawn in order to catch him, but instead I
heute
ran
in die
into
Kommentare
another
schreiben,
player,
was
a
ich mit
player
Dias
known as
machen soll.
Subs. He was on a
Ich
mission to
keinen
restore
weiteren
all of the destruction that Mavic and I caused not too long ago. And he was doing a really good job. You
Ich
could
will
barely
auch
tell
mal
that
hier was
Spawn used to be
schreiben.
a massive
Ihr
crater.
guckt
And
nur,
slowly but
ihr
surely, I
guckt
began to
einfach
feel
nur oder
awful. The
nicht
destruction of
gucken
Spawn
einfach.
was entirely Mavic and
Und
I's
wisst ihr, wie
fault.
das
And
ist
now
für mich?
Subs, a player who had nothing to do with any of
Ich gebe
this,
so
is
viel
forced to
Mühe
clean up
einfach.
after us.
Und die
Nothing
so,
about that
ach
was
egal,
okay.
er
The
macht
entire
es.
server
Ja,
now had to deal with a blown up
ich
Spawn,
will
and
endlich
it was
mehr
entirely
sagen.
my
Ich mache
fault.
so
I
viele
was
Videos.
filthy
Ich
with
mache so
Amarilla,
viele
and for
Videos.
whatever
Und keiner
reason,
macht
I
was.
decided to
Und keiner
share all
guckt
of
was.
that with
Die
Subs.
denken
And
alle,
to
oh
my
nee, der ist
surprise,
nicht
he was
böse.
very understanding.
Nee,
He
mit
told
dem
me
will
stuff
ich
about
nicht
how
haben.
he
Es
tries out
folgen
the
mir gerade
holding
7
methods
Leute.
and just wants what's
Einfach auf
best
meinen
for the server. And
Alex-Kanal.
also that
Das
by
mag ich einfach
restoring all
nicht
of
mehr.
Spawn,
Ich will mehr
things
Alex
can
haben.
potentially
Also
go back to the
bitte,
way they were before
teilt
the
das
Peace War.
Video
And I
und
couldn't help but feel
Abo und
inspired
like
because view
das
on
Video
things is a
und
lot more
teilt es
optimistic
für
than
alle
mine.
unter.
And I
Ey,
wanted to
jo,
be a
er
lot
hat
more like
weniger
him.
Abos
So, to take my
und
first
der
step in that
helft ihm mal
direction,
bitte
I began
und
helping him clean
abonniere
up
ihn.
Spawn.
Guck
And by
seine
the time he
Videos,
logged
seine
off for the
Videos
day,
sind cool.
I felt a
Junge,
lot
meine
closer to
Freunde
him.
sagen
I
immer,
wasn't too
meine Freundin
confident,
sagt
but
immer,
I felt as if I
meine
could
Videos
call
sind
what
cool,
ran on
also
mine. For the
macht es
next few
auch.
days, I ignored my views with Maybank.
Einfach.
Instead, I focused solely on repairing the spawn that I destroyed. I'd simply log on, help Subs
Jetzt habe
repair
ich endlich mal
spawn, and then
alles
log
fertig,
off.
ey.
Maybank was in the back of my mind, or at least he was, until one day while I was cleaning its spawn. Him and his teammate Rochambeau began making taunts about destroying my castle. I chose to ignore it for a while until Mapix started pointing out very specific details about my base. Details that he'd only know if he was there right now. So I began rushing back to my castle, only to find him just standing there, menacingly. Then his teammate Rochambeau showed up and started dropping him potions. So I began panic messaging subs my location. As I said earlier, him and I weren't really that close, but I considered him my ally and was really hoping he'd show up. And thankfully, he said he'd be on his way. So now, all I had to do was grab myself a bit of gear and prepare for a massive fight. I don't have a lot of gap tools. Oh, and I'm getting hurt. Okay. Yo, what? Why do I suck? What? Oh my god. I'm PvP in like 10 years.
Okay, I'll
Crap.
find it.
Subs.
Und das war's erstmal auch für das Video. Und ich wünsche schon mal bye bye.